I am Jerry Azuma, and this is To The Points, focused on primetime NFL matchup previews and bets. All right, guys, Saturday NFL playoffs. First up, we have the Texans at the Chiefs. Now, on the sneak, the Texans are building momentum. They slapped the Titans in the season finale, and they whooped the Chargers in the wild card round. Now, we all know that the Chiefs are the team to beat, and they are extremely hard to beat in Arrowhead. As a matter of fact, they won their last 10 straight there. But the Texans, they will be prepared and ready for this challenge. Now, the last time that these teams met several weeks ago, the Chiefs came away victorious. But the Texans were hanging in there, and two costly turnovers by C.J. Stroud really sealed their fate. But that was a while ago, and that has nothing to do with now. It's the playoffs, baby. Anything can happen. Now, the Texans were able to move the ball against the Chargers. They were also able to put up big points against the number one scoring defense. Now, the Texas running game is clicking at the right time, and we can see a heavy dose of Joe Mixon on the ground. C.J. Stroud, he must continue to find Nico Collins and, more importantly, win on third down. That's where the Chiefs are very vulnerable, so there's opportunity there. Now, the battle will be in the red zone. That's where the Chiefs are extremely stingy. If the Texans can protect the ball and be productive in the red zone, this game will become very interesting. Now, on the flip, the Chargers are looking for their third Super Bowl win in a row. Patrick Mahomes makes the Chiefs offense go, as we all know. He spreads the wealth around his committee, and he is the master of extending plays. But the Texas defense has been very productive on every level. They get after the quarterback, they're strong on third down, and they take the ball away. Now, the Chiefs have some deficiencies on their offensive line, which the Texans can exploit. If they're able to pressure and, more importantly, contain Mahomes, this game can flip in their favor. Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter have to be excellent this game and be aggressive and disruptive up front. Travis Kelce will be highly targeted, so the Texans backers and safeties have to stay disciplined, read their keys, and simply make plays on Kelce. Now, let's get right to the points. I'm high on Joe Mixon for this matchup. It's going to be a challenge because he faces a very strong run defense, and he is banged up a little bit, but I still am high on him. I have him being the workhorse. Put some change on him scoring an anytime touchdown. Now, the Chiefs, they get some dogs back, especially at corner, but I still have Nico Collins having a productive day. Put some change on him going over 65 yards receiving and a touchdown. Now, in the end, even though I think the teams match up well, it's going to be hard to bet against the Chiefs. They are the world champions back-to-back, but I do like the Texans giving the Chiefs hell and covering the spread. Okay, game number 2. The Commanders travel to Detroit to see the Lions. Currently, the Lions are a 9.5-point favorite, and the total is at 55.5 points. Now, last week, the Commanders took on the Bucs in Tampa Bay, and boy, did they bring that fight. They are on a nice little win streak, and people tend to forget that the Commanders take care of business on the offensive side of the ball. They mainly are balanced with their approach, starting with the run. Quietly, they are in the top 3 when it comes to rushing the football. Jaden Daniels has a lot to do with that, obviously, but this offense is creative, and they are getting Daniels in space. But they can be effective when they want to run the ball on teams. And their offensive line can get nasty when they want to hunt down defenders. Now, it's no secret that the Lions' defense is depleted, so I can see the Commanders coming out running the ball and taking control of this game early and slowing things down. Now, to do that, they have to rely on a committee of running backs, mainly Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler. McNichols and Rodriguez, they should see some action too. Now, this won't be easy because the Lions' next up mentality is something serious. Cheers to Aaron Glenn, the defensive coordinator. Injuries haven't slowed the production down on this side of the ball. He has really coached this defense extremely well, making sure that everyone is prepared and that they are in the right position for success. Now, on the flip, the Detroit Lions, their offense is special. They score points, especially in the red zone, and they run the ball with conviction, and they move the chains on third down. Now, there is nothing that Detroit Lions offense can't do. For this game, the Lions will come out running with Gibbs, and the main weakness of the Commanders defensively is that they have trouble stopping the run. Now, Gibbs is an elite talent, and I expect him to be the workhorse and have a field day. He is literally an explosive play just waiting to happen. Look for him to catch a few passes out of the backfield to get him in space quickly. Now, to make matters worse, David Montgomery, he'll be a full participant in this matchup. Simply, the Commanders are just in trouble right now. And when it comes to the air attack, the Lions are really good in this department. St. Brown, Williams, Patrick, Laporta, just pick your poison. All right, guys, let's get right to the points. Put some change on Terry McLaurin scoring an anytime touchdown. He's been doing extremely well, and Jaden Daniels will target him. And put some change on Jamar Gibbs going over 80 yards rushing and scoring an anytime touchdown. Now, in the end, the Commanders are in a tough situation, I think, but they will come out well prepared and ready to fight. Cliff Kingsbury, he'll dial something up nice to get them into the end zone. I like the Commanders to cover at Ford Field. All right, guys, this has been To The Points. Thank you for listening, and make sure to follow.